To get going. The National Basketball Association are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt the play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word HEAT along with your issue and seat location to 555.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Draymond Green.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield, and it's Payton in at the 3. And for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Ward. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Ware in at the center position. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
Ward, good.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
By Hield, nobody around. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ball, the pass to Ware. MP outside. And he banks in the layup. Ward's got his second bucket of the night.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Outside, Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State. Hield can't hit. And so, MP will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Payton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's MP. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Pass to Ware. Now Ball. Adebayo the screen. Ball no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Hield kicks to Kuminga. Curry with a wide open look. No good from outside. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Kuminga against Wiggins. The tray does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Warriors trail by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Charlotte just was phenomenal. He scored 31 points and did so at a very efficient rate, playing within the flow of the offense. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here is Kuminga. Following the three-pointer by MP. Payton outside. Pass to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, Curry's accuracy makes the mid-range easy pickings. He just goes up, nails the shot with ease.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And it's good for 2. The Heat leading by 4. 43 seconds left in the first. Pass to Ware. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Hield. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is NBA-level physicality, but MP has been prepared for it since his arrival.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, MP.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
The Warriors making a switch here. Kevon Looney is checked in for Green. Moody comes in for Gary Payton. Podziemski, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Johnson in for Curry. And both free throws good for MP. Here's Kuminga. His last outing, 16 points for him. He takes it in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Kyle Anderson. The Warriors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw team.
Going with a whole new group out there. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga, and Curry subbed in for Johnson. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. We've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's MP. And it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA. A shot by Curry, no good. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
And the Warriors with some changes. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Kevon Looney. Payton comes in for Draymond Green. And Hield subbed in for Moody. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 1, the Heat.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Here's Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
And Curry makes the floater look so sweet. You just assume that it's going in the minute he releases it.
Here's Ward. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Adebayo's got his first basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Curry. Launches a 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Curry outside. The 3 ball from Curry.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
MP against Payton. Ward, good.
A relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Miami trailing. Ball dishes to Ware. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry with it. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point land, Curry laser-guided shot from deep range. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the Players of the Week. Shaq, you've won a lot of Player of the Week awards. Here's a question. Do you think 4 Player of the Week awards are worth 1 Player of the Month award?
Yes, and 12 Player of the Month awards are worth 1 MVP award.
And Shaq, do you know what 2 MVP awards are worth? 1 Steve Nash.
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Looney. And it's Payton in at the 3, the small forward. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Warriors trail by 4. Floats it up for Kuminga. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Hield against Ball. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. MP deciding where to go with it. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Ward's got 21 in the game.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Now Curry. 14 points for him. Here's Kuminga. Out to Payton. Curry on the wing. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Moses Moody comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Payton. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside Hero. MP right side. It's rebounded by Curry. Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
MP outside. Outside Hero. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. A three-pointer is right on target.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Podziemski. That one falls. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's MP. Right through contact. MP
Graceful play by MP. Great to see a young player with the level of finesse.
Curry looking it over. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kevin Knox comes in for Hield, and it's Johnson in for Curry. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be the third of the 6-game road trip. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Goes up to the stripe. He can't get that one.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And so it's MP making things happen for Miami. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Mitchell, Lonzo Ball out there with Anderson. Then it's MP. And it's Jovic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Pass to Podziemski. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Warriors trail by 5. Inside, here's Key. The rebound by Anderson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
A nice shot by MP.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Podziemski with it. And he converts the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Mitchell against Johnson. There's the pick. Here's Key. And it's Miami with the rebound. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Anderson, count the basket. And the Heat lead by 7.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And some changes here for the Heat. Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Different look here for the Warriors. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's MP. Oh, MP staying with it through the contact.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry passes to Hield. Looking to get it going, and he lays it up and in.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
Adebayo against Kuminga. Adebayo down low. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got the lead back up to 9 now for Miami. Ball against Curry. Shoots over Ball. Curry can't get it to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Outside, Ball. On the wing, MP. MP strong inside.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Outside Curry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Gotta respect his shooting and passing. Curry able to move defenders and create fouls.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Drills the three-pointer. Ward's got 40 points.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Miami.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. On the wing, Hield fires for 3. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. And here are the Heat now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Alton and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. See you later.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Way to bring home that dub.
Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
That's a solid team out there. You guys will have to bring it.
MP, let's bring it tonight. show us something special tonight?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Secure your official Miami Heat tickets the best way, the Miami Heat app. Just download it on your phone, and you can order tickets for just a couple of taps. Attention all Heat fans, we still have tickets for remaining future home games. To get yours, just visit us online or stop by our ticket booth today. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word HEAT along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our desperation will respond.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Let's take a look at the numbers for Onyeka Okongwu.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risacher and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. And for Miami, MP is out there with Ball. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
And so off the tip, it's Miami. And here's Ball. Wiggins for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Risacher. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Ball outside. Pass to Adebayo. MP looking around. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
And Atlanta has possession this game following their win against the Rockets.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Daniels. Off target from three-point range. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. MP no good. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far and picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his 3rd year and still has plenty of room to grow.
Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 5.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
LeVert finds Johnson. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to MP. Adebayo, a screen on LeVert. Wiggins right side. Adebayo with it. Averaging around 6 a game. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And MP with a basket on the assist from Adebayo. 7 points in the game.
And when lots of guys are overlooking the mid-range, it's nice to see MP featuring in his game.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to LeVert. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Wiggins outside. Pass to MP. Launches it. Rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fires in the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Risache. Outside for LeVert. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Heat. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Now here's MP. He played a great game against Golden State. Fires for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Risache. Johnson a screen on Wiggins. The 3 from Risache. That shot off. It's all tied in Miami. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Krejci in at the point guard position.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Krejci uneasy, too, on the layup.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He contributed 42 points, and that was a season high for him. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth.
Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And
welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching big fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Ball, then it's MP, and it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Adebayo, and the layup is good off the glass. Adebayo's got his third basket on the night right there.
Yeah, Adebayo is a challenging guy to guard, especially when he gets the ball in the paint.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's MP. Muscling it home, MP.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
LeVert outside. Pass to Daniels. 4-3. Rebound Miami. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Wiggins passes to Ward. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's LeVert. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And the shot goes in.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Rizachet. With the drive. Blocked.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Count it. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Adebayo. Here's Ball. And again, it's Miami converting.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet, he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Anderson's checked in for Miami. Hero comes in for Wiggins. Olenek's checked in for the Hawks. Mann comes in for LeVert. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Daniels, covered by MP. To the paint. Here's Mann. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to MP. 1:56 left to play in the third. The 3 from Ball. Pure from 3-point range. Ball's got 7.
When you peek at Lonzo's 3-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Hero. Rizachet, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Hawks trail by 4. Here's Daniels. He's scoreless. 1:02 left in the third. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Ward. The rebound by Atlanta. On the wing, Daniels. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
Risacher does things with the ball in his hands that not many of these rookies can do.
Atlanta. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. They've got Larry Nance. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Matthews in at the point guard position. Count it. Good. Matthews got his first points of the night. Heat leading by 3. Now here's MP. Park in the interior. MP.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Here's Matthews. Over MP. Misses off the right iron.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Garrison Matthews.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active and making things happen. You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Matthews. No good on the 3. Miami leading by 7. Now Mitchell. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
Well, he's such a willing and effective passer. That's a good find by Adebayo there.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside man. Pass to Olynyk. Back to man. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hawks trail by 9. Krejci, the pass to Matthews. Here's Nance on the wing man. Olynyk with the screen on Wiggins. And that one's good, man.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And here's MP from outside. Oh, MP buries the triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Here's Olynyk. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the inside, pass to Risacher. And it's rejected. They get it back. Three-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wiggins, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Here's Risache. Okongwu, a screen on Wiggins. The 3 from Risache. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Here's Ward. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. He's off on that one. Here's Risache, hounded by Wiggins. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, Risache is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
Burks, he's checked in for Mitchell. And he makes both free throws. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. MP inside. Okongwu on him. Here's Daniels. Pass to LeVert. Here's Risache. Shot clock at 6. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
How about the rookie, Zachary Risache, delivering a timely bucket?
Here's Ware. Wiggins passes to MP. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 7.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Risache. Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, my. Risache. Just huge.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Miami with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Now at the line,
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Inside, LeVert outside. No good with the triple. And an intentional foul right there.
second personal foul. Team foul number 4. Now at the line,
good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Risache, no good. And here's MP from outside. And again, no good by Miami. And so Miami takes the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast, and we'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Great win tonight, MP. Be careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no Santa.
feeling?